Hey everybody, it's Doug Mystic Eye on Board Game Geek. Hope you're all doing incredibly well. I'm kind of blasting through some video recording sessions today since I had some spare time, and I wanted to. Normally I get into these games, I enjoy them, so I wanted to sit down and finish this game because I'm really enjoying my playthrough against misinformation. I'm not sure how well I'm doing yet. I don't think I'm doing badly. No one's hurt so badly it's concerning me. There will be opportunities to heal some of that damage, and I think once I get misinformation flipped over, I will not have such a hard time to defeat her. Now, before we get onto the game, I have a couple things. Up here in the corner, you might notice a couple of boxes. Now, here is an extra copy that I have of the Villain Ambuscade. I think that's how you pronounce it, like ambulance, but ambuscade. Now, this is a completely extra copy. I already have one in my rather loaded box. I certainly don't need a second one. So, I'm going to give this, I was thinking to myself, well, I think I'll give this away to someone who's viewing my series. I was going to do a giveaway at some point anyway, and I was thinking about including this, but since we're doing Sentinels in the Multiverse, I'm going to give this away. And now I'm going to explain that as well. There's going to be some guidelines around that. But I also have an extra copy of Infernal Relics. I bought one, and I think, I don't remember how I got this extra copy. I believe someone gave me one, but it's totally unopened. Everything's sealed and ready to go. So, now here's what I'm going to ask, guys. If you're watching this video, all I need you to do is go on there and thumb the video on both Board Game Geek and on YouTube, or give it a like, and then, or this video, and then also put a comment in there that you are interested in these two things, Ambuscade and Infernal Relics, as a giveaway. I'm going to randomly pick somebody out of the comments that I see did both like and thumb the video. But here's what I'm going to ask. There's two caveats here. One is, if you don't need these things, don't take them, please. I'd really like these to go to somebody who could actually use these things. Maybe they don't have Infernal Relics, or they don't have the Ambuscade card. You know what I could do? Why don't we do this? I'm going to give them both away separately. So, and it could be the same person. You can say I would like both, or someone can say I'd like one and the other. And if I randomly, I'm going to figure out some way to randomize it. And so I'm going to give one person Ambuscade and one person Infernal Relics. Now, I will mail them for free in the U.S., but if you are outside of the continental United States and you decide you want these, that's fine. I'm just going to charge you shipping, if that's okay. We'll work out something through PayPal or whatever for shipping costs, except for maybe the Ambuscade thing. I think that'd be pretty cheap, but the box, the Infernal Relics box, I definitely want to charge, feel better charging shipping to someone if it's going to cost me a lot of money to get it overseas, because it can be kind of expensive. But if you do want those, please post. So 3 things. 1, thumb and like this video. That's 2 of the 3 things. 1 on Board Game Geek, 1 on YouTube. Then post on the YouTube video, so cause that's where I'll be looking for it, that you want Infernal Relics or that you want Ambuscade, whichever one appeals to you. Or you can also put that you want both, and I'll put you in the drawing for random. I'll figure out how to randomize for both of them. Anyway, so that's going to be that. So I have a copy of Infernal Relics. I took the plastic wrap off it, but all the cards inside are still in the shrink. and then the Ambuscade. So we're going to end there. That's going to be our little contest. I'm going to give those things away. And again, I'm just going to put the caveat: if you are outside the United States, I may charge you shipping. Ask for shipping for these products, and it'll be whatever the rate is. I'm not going to upcharge or anything. I'm not doing this to make money. I just want to give them away to someone who can use them. And again, my last caveat: if you don't need one of these things, if you already have a copy of Infernal Relics or a copy of Ambuscade, don't ask for it. I want to give it to someone who can use it. Okay, now, that being said, let's move on to our turn. I'm going to leave them up there in the corner just to entice everybody to take a peek. But we have to get on with our villain turn, so let's do that now. Okay, here's misinformation. We are going to start her villain turn, so we're going to look for start of villain turn effects. Well, we have 2 clues, so we're 1 away from getting the first at start of villain turn event, fake, or effect. But that is not the case yet. We need 1 more clue. We have 2 out. We have what doesn't kill you and misplaced memo. So now let's look at those. They both have a start of villain effect. So, misplaced memo. At the start of the villain turn, each hero target deals itself 2 psychic damage. Now remember, all damage is reduced by 1, so that is going to be 1 damage. And I'm going to look through the cards. So, yeah, let's go over to the heroes here. Expatriate will take a point of damage from that. Looking at Wraith. Wraith will as well. Now Ra, on the other hand, I don't think he is. The first time Ra is dealt damage by a target each turn, well, it'll be now, Ra deals that target 2 fire damage. Well, I can't really deal that card 2 fire damage, so that's not really going to help. I thought he had something to block damage, but he doesn't. So Ra will also take that point of damage, as will it's psychic damage, so it's not going to do too much with absolute 0 either, so he too will take that point of damage. That is the card misplaced memo. Now we got what doesn't kill you. So it says at the start of the villain turn, if there are no diversion cards in play, play the top card of the villain deck. There are no diversion cards in play, so we're going to end up playing multiple cards this turn. And here's a one-shot diversionary tactic. Reveal the top hero cards, the top X cards of the villain deck. We've played this one before, so there'll be 4. Put any revealed diversion cards into play, discard the other revealed cards, and shuffle the villain trash into the villain deck. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Odds are going to go against us here, I'm sure. That's 1 too many. Okay. No. Yes. No, no. So 1 card went out. These go into the trash, so and then the trash gets reshuffled. So the card that came out was Explosion in the Lab. Okay. And again, this was based on a start of the villain effect, so I think we're going to have to play the start of the villain effect on Explosion in the Lab as well, since it's still technically the start of the villain phase. Okay. And that one, that diversion says at the start of the villain phase, turn 1 hero. Oh, at the start of the villain turn, 1 hero may discard their hand to destroy this card. Okay. Because why do we want to do that? Let's see. At the end of the villain turn, each player with 3 or more cards in play must destroy 1 of their cards in play. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. So far, the only person that has 3 or more cards in play is Ra. But do we want to get rid of a hand? So far the answer is no. Let me look at absolute 0. No. Oh, Ra. Oh no, definitely not. Well, no, I want to get his staff out. That means he's going to have to destroy 1. So I need 1 hero to get rid of their hand, and none of them really want to. Well, you know what? No, I can't do it with her because she's going to destroy environment cards. That could be important. I could do destroy 1 ongoing or environment card. You may draw a card. So I have 2 chances to destroy an ongoing or environment card. This That is one with Wraith and one here with Expatriate. It says destroy one ongoing environment card. If you do, Expatriate deals up to 2 targets 2 fire damage each. That's really neat. It's not going to be as helpful. You know what? Let's do this. Yeah, okay. Boom. We're getting rid of this bad diversion because it's going to affect us in other ways too. By Expatriate getting rid of her hand. It says one hero may discard their hand. She did it. She discarded her hand. She bit the bullet for the team, baby. Anyway, that is going to end the start of the event portion of the villain phase. Now we're going to draw her actual card for the turn, which is going to be... Really? Are you freaking serious? Alright, I hate this card. Just telling you right now. Hate it. Hate it. Anyway, this couldn't suck more. Okay. Another reality's debt. Each player must discard their hand or destroy all their cards. So, you know, we had this already come up, and I can't afford to destroy all of our cards that are in play because some of them are too useful. So, I'm glad that the other one came out first, because here goes our hands again. There goes Sub-Zero's hands. There goes... And you know what really sucks is I was wanting to get Ra's staff out, because that would give him some pretty powerful abilities once she gets going. But we have no hand again, so c'est la vie, it is what it is. That was the beginning of the villain's card. So let's go to the end of... Let's see if there are any end of... Okay, neither of these clues have an end of villain event. End of villain turn event. But she does. And hers is at the end of the villain turn, destroy a hero, X hero ongoing or equipment cards, where X is the number of diversion cards. Well, we got rid of the 1 diversion card, so that we're not going to do that. Now we get to go to our player's turn, which is going to be absolutely useless again. But let's keep going. Okay, we're going to go to Expatriate. So I guess I should be glad that I took the first part of this video to talk to you about giving away Ambuscade and Infernal Relics, because this is going to be the second time in a row now. In a row, mind you, if you watched the last video, where we ended up getting rid of our entire hand. So, looking at Expatriate, what can she do? Absolutely nothing. There's nobody to... Well, no, I take it back. That is not true. There is plenty she can do. She has her assault rifle. She has her hollow point rounds. She She has no cards to play, but she can play her power, which would be Expatriate deals up to 3 targets 2 projectile damage each. There's only 1 target that can take damage right now. That's the environment target main computer room. And in addition to that, she can play this card next to a gun card and increase the damage of that card's power by 2. After that power is used, destroy this card. So we're going to get rid of this card, but she can shoot the assault rifle at the main computer room. And now keep in mind, all damage is reduced by 1, so she can do up to 3 targets, 2 points projectile damage, right? So she does 2 plus 2 for her hollow points, minus 1 for the effect of the Atlantean throne room, which reduces all damage by 1. And then this card goes away. So she's going to do 3 points of damage to the environment card, computer control room, which is right here. It has 9 hit points. 2, 3 goes down by 3. And that'll be the end of her turn, then, is to draw 1 card. So she's got reload. Take an ammo card from your trash and put it in. Here we go. Sorry, guys, couldn't see it. Back up a little bit. Okay. Take an ammo card and put it into place, so she'll be able to get her hollow points back next turn. Alright, that's going to end Expatriate. Let's go on to Wraith. Now, Wraith's really in a scenario where she can't do much. Her ability to do Last Stand, it says the Wraith deals up to 2 targets 1 melee damage each. Well, with the damage reduction of 1, that means 0, and her micro-targeting computer only works on projectile damage. So she's going to forego her card play and her power use, which allows her then to draw 2 cards, and she does so. She gets Inventory Barrage and Trust Fund. The Trust Fund is going to help her if I don't draw a card that makes me get rid of my hand again, so that she can draw some extra cards next turn. Okay, let's go on to Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero's in another place where he can't do that much. I mean, he can at the risk of doing himself damage, but he's down to 17 now, and we haven't even flipped Misinformation card over yet, the Fighter. Now, he could deal himself 1 fire damage, and then as a result deal 1 damage because it's boosted to 2. I think we're not going to do that. We're going to do the same thing. So he's going to forego his card play and power to gain 2 card draws. And null point calibration unit says when Absolute Zero would take cold damage, he regains that many hit points instead. That's what I was looking for, baby. And another focused aperture, which he can't put into play, so he'll end up getting rid of that at some point. So that was one of the cards I was looking for. Now, think about this. I'm just going to give you an example. If he's got this running where he would take cold damage, he regains hit points. It doesn't help as much with this card because it has fire damage. But if let's say this did, he could deal himself fire damage, which would deal 1 target cold damage. He can make that target himself, increase it by 1, and increase 2 hit points. Just as an example of the type of synergies you get with Absolute Zero. He's a pretty neat character. Okay, that's going to end Absolute Zero's turn. Okay, now we got Ra. Big old Ra. Now he's going to get to do something. So he's got Wrathful Gaze, so destroy 1 target with 2 or fewer hit points. He doesn't have 1 right now. Flame Barrier is something, if he takes damage, he gets to do damage to something else. And then Blazing Tornado, he gets to do 1 target, 3 fire damage. I think he's going to, so for his, he's not going to play a card, because he can't. And for his power, he's going to activate his Blazing Tornado and hit the main computer room again with Blazing Tornado. So the main computer room again is an environment card. It does have hit points. We can destroy the computer room because at the end, for that card, at the end of the environment phase, we're going to play another villain card. So I do want to get rid of that as soon as possible. So let's go back over to the app, and we're going to. You can't really see it. There you go. We're going to drop this another 2 points because of the damage reduction. So it is now down to 4. Slowly weeding it away. And then we go back to Ra, where we draw 1 card for his hand, and we get, we get Summon Staff. That's nice, because that's what I wanted to do. So he'll be, in theory, he'll be able to do that next turn. But that's going to end the hero's turns, so now we'll move on to our environment turn, and we'll take it from there. Let's go to that. Okay, so we currently have 3 environment cards out, so let's look at each of those and look for at the start of environment turn effects. So we do have one with the main computer. It says at the start of the environment turn, each player may draw a card. Well, I'm definitely taking advantage of that. So so here's expatriates. You got quick draw, which is a 1-shot, does damage. Wraith got another micro targeting computer, so that's not going to be helpful because it's a limited equipment, meaning only 1 can be in play. Absolute Zero got Frostbound Drain. Absolute Zero deals 1 non-hero target 3 cold damage. Now see, he could hit himself with that too. And then Absolute Zero deals himself 3 fire damage. So that's not really that effective for some of the synergies he might get. And then for Ra, we get Scorched Earth. 1 shot. Ra deals non-hero target X fire damage, where X is the number of environment cards in play. So right now that would be 3, for example. Okay, that's that one. So let's go to the next one. It says at the end of, and then that's the filter spy. Then the Atlantean Throne Room says at the start of the environment turn, each player may draw a card. If none do, destroy this card. Well, we're okay with this damage reduction right now because it mainly impacts the bad guy. So we're going to draw a card again. So this is building up our hand nice and quickly, but I got another assault rifle. Again, it's an equipment limited, so we're not going to be able to play that for expatriate. We got the infrared eyepiece. This is a pretty good card. It allows you to reveal the top 2 cards of the villain deck. You can put one of them on top and the other at the bottom, and then draw a card. Very useful for us because this villain deck has been a pain in our behind. Okay, Sub-Zero, we get Impale. We've seen that one before. And then for Ra, We get Flesh of the Sun God. It's ongoing. Raw is immune to fire damage. Hero power. Hero character cards are immune to fire damage until the start of the next turn. So he can actually activate that if we're going to take fire damage, which we're not in most of the scenario, to make us all immune to the fire damage. Okay, that was the start of environment turn item on the Atlantean throne room. Now, let's go to drawing our actual card for this turn. Fixed point. All cards other than this card are indestructible. At the start of the environment turn, destroy this card. So no cards will be destroyed. That doesn't mean they can't be defeated in combat or anything, but they won't be destroyed. All cards are indestructible. Okay, so we're getting quite a few. Let's see if we can spread this out a bit. There we go. Okay, so but at the beginning of the next environment turn, that's going to go away automatically. So then, let's look for other end of events. So we have under the main control room. But keep in mind we're already past the start of turn. That was you draw the card after that, so that start of turn. That's why the fixed point will last until the next round. Okay, so anomaly main computer room at the end of the environment turn. Play the top card of the villain deck. We will do that. Let's see what that is. One shot. Missing resources. Reveal the top card of one hero deck. Each player discards every card which shares any of the any of the revealed cards. Keywords. Discard the revealed card. Well, okay. I think I can work with this, and I'll tell you why. There's only one. All these. So 3 of our heroes here. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with this. 3 of our heroes are equipment-based heroes. So I'm going to draw. It doesn't mean they don't have one-shots, but they usually have items and stuff like that. So I'm going to draw the top card of Ross deck, and so let me look to. Yeah, see, so it has to share a trait. So he's less likely to have a trait with the others. So anyway, I started to draw it, but I wanted to go on and tell you about it. So here's what it is, ongoing. So look, let's see what we got in play. Wait, it's not in play, it's out of our hand, right? So, okay, so let's take a look. Ra does have one shot, and ongoing Flesh of the Sun God, which I would have loved to play, but isn't going to matter. So that he discards that. I think it's every character. Let me just read that again. Each player discards. Okay, so we're looking for ongoing. This is equipment for absolute zero equipment, one shot, and ongoing. So we're going to discard Impale for him. Not too bad, only one card. Now we're going to our friend Wraith. So far I've got a one shot, an equipment limited, and an equipment. So see, I made the right decision in using Raw for this. And then expatriate. A one shot, and an equipment limited gun. So we don't have to get rid of anything other than that one card. That wasn't too bad. Now, that was the end of turn event for the main computer room. We also have one for the filter spy, which we know is doing some damage to us. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the non-agent target with the second highest hit points. Heroes -1 toxic, so 3 damage. Of course, everything's reduced by 1, so there'll be 2 damage to the person with the second highest hit points, which is currently Wraith. So Wraith is going to take 2 points of damage, and she is now down to 17. I didn't go over to the app to show you that, but I did. I took care of it. So we have two heroes at 17, one at 18, one at 25, which is expatriate. She's still doing pretty good. That is the end of our, let me just double check at the end, okay, yes, that's the end of our environment turn, and that is going to end our round. So guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to wait, probably, since I'm filming a lot of videos for this in one day, I'm going to wait a couple days to announce, and I'll just do it as I may do a short video or a post added on to this, just who won, who got the each of the items I'm giving away. And then what I'll do is I'll just reach out to you privately and have you send me your address so I can ship this stuff to you. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I look forward to doing this again with you next time. Take care.